Hello.
Hello, a very happy good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be. It is Sail Talk Saturday.
It is Sail Talk Saturday, and Rocky is going live on Instagram, I think.
I'm trying.
This is our third weekend in a row trying to go live on Instagram. Maybe this time is the magic sauce. Hey, y'all, it is cold here in Phoenix, which is why I am wearing a cozy sweatshirt. It is one of my new favorite sweatshirts. I have wanted this thing for 8 months now, and so I am super excited. I do hope that Controversial Cruising joins us today.
I hope so too.
Really do, because we are now twins. Scott also has this exact same sweatshirt, and it is so comfortable. It's so comfortable.
Are you going to be too warm?
I might be. We'll see. It might be a topless Sail Talk Saturday.
Ooh.
I will not be too warm. I can promise you that. Do not worry about that scary thought. We woke up this morning and it's 60 degrees in the house. 67 degrees in the house. It is chilly here in Phoenix compared to where we've been.
Right.
Okay. Hi. Who's out here?
Oh, I don't understand this.
Okay.
Well, I guess we're not going live on Instagram because it's not letting me. This has been a struggle getting the Instagram feed to come over. I don't know why.
Well, it's a good thing that we practice it while we're live with you. That's always a great idea. Okay. Anyway, hello. Who is here?
Oh, she's talking.
Okay.
Go ahead and talk to everyone.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna get this figured out.
It's okay. Here.
You can talk. It's good to be home.
Okay.
See, that's easy.
It is good to be home. It is good to be home. We have been gone. The last month we have done 4 cruises. Literally within the last month we've done 4 cruises, and so it is really nice to be home.
Yes.
Everyone is healthy, which is great. We built our immunity in December when we got a little cold, and so I feel great to be home and healthy.
Yeah.
It's been a busy week.
It's
been a very busy week. We're trying to get a bunch of stuff out in rapid fire succession. We're also working on a little social media takeover, which we will tell you about next Saturday, because guess what? We're here next Saturday as well. We'll be doing Sail Talk Saturday next Saturday as well.
All right. Well, I am giving up on Instagram. For some reason, last weekend, it pulled up everything and it was looking good. And this time, it's not even connecting our stream to Instagram. So I give up. Okay. If you want to try to figure it out, Mark,
I will.
The ball is in your court.
I will absolutely work on it. I am the techie one of this pairing, so I will absolutely work on that. Okay, who's here?
All right, Lee Graham tuned in about 30 minutes prior to our live stream here.
It's great to have you here. Well, welcome to the chaos.
It's not chaos.
It's beautiful chaos.
It's going great.
It's going great. It's going great. Hopefully the audio is good, and hopefully the video is still strong. We forgot to put that tile back up on the step, so it looks a little...
I was going to put that up.
It looks a little tragic.
You were also going to grab a little something from those shelves to have with you, and I don't think you did that either.
Oh, I didn't, but I can see it. I can see it right now in my purview. Okay.
Blake is here. He said, good morning, afternoon to everyone. So happy to be here for Sail Talk Saturday. Really missed you guys last week. I don't know what you were just doing.
Please don't cover that. Thank you. Oh. Yes, we missed you. Thank you. Yes, we missed you on Saturday, but we did a Sail Talk Monday from the Carnival Paradise.
Try that again.
Ha!
Try that again.
Catch that. Reverse it.
Don't even reverse it.
How many times have I called that ship the Carnival Paradise? I have done that more times. We have so many video retakes from that ship where I'm like, we're on the Norwegian. Nope. We're on the Carnival. Nope. We're on Margaritaville at Sea Paradise. So you may recall that a year ago we sailed on Margaritaville at Sea Paradise and we had an interesting experience. We really loved we loved the experience. We loved a lot about that sailing, but there was a lot that we didn't love. And so a year later, Margaritaville at Sea again, which was amazing on their dime, said, come on back. We'd like for you to check out to see what we've changed with Margaritaville at Sea Paradise.
Yeah, and I would say we had a pretty decent time.
I don't want to give too much away because we will be recording the full review and getting that out as quickly as we possibly can.
Yes.
But I will say, here's what I'll tell you, because you are our most loyal folks. They essentially used our review video as a checklist of things to fix. It was wild, absolutely wild.
It was awesome.
And a little humbling, honestly, to think that a brand took notice of 2 yahoos from Phoenix and literally just kind of went through and tick this. Again, we'll share all of the changes and what we experienced in our full review very soon.
Yeah, coming out soon. Absolutely. Let's see. Lee is excited as well. Bud is here. He said, happy Sail Talk Saturday, everyone.
Welcome aboard, Bud. Good to have you here.
Yes, it looks like Lee said, yep, can't wait for all the details from the cruise. Jean is here. Good morning. Great morning.
Great morning.
I like that. Marcy is here. Good morning to you,
Shouldn't Marcy be on a ship somewhere?
She just got back from the Jubilee. I don't think she has anything planned for at least a couple weeks.
Marcy, it's time. It's time. Get back on that ship.
That's right. Eric is here. Good morning to you. Nice to have you.
Good morning, Eric. Hello. Welcome.
Blake is already asking for an early start and hitting that like button. Thank you, Blake.
We love that. We love that. Help the algorithm. Help the algorithm help you.
Right.
Or help me.
Help us. There we go.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. So I can see it up here too.
Potentially.
That's neat.
It's kind of a small section though.
Yeah, it is very small.
Maybe not the best.
Okay.
Hi, Mom and Dad. Thanks for being here.
Hello. Everyone is healthy on this end, Mom and Dad.
Yep. People call me Craig. Craig said, morning, kids.
Oh my goodness. I have never felt more like an adult than I have this week. We're getting new windows installed, and I have been like a kid in a candy store because I'm like, new windows, yay!
Or a fish in a fishbowl.
Or a fish in a fishbowl. So when we bought the house, when Paul and I bought the house back in whenever that was, years ago now, the inspector said you're going to need new windows. He's like, these windows are original. They're almost 30 years old, and we're getting finally new windows installed, and it's the saddest excitement I've ever had at spending so much money in my life. Normally, I'd be getting a new car for this, but I mean, hey, we're going to have new windows that we can see out.
Yay.
And people can see in.
Yeah.
No. Weird.
It's fine. It's fine.
We'll get blinds back up eventually.
Yeah, we're working on it slowly. Derek is here. Good morning to you, Derek.
Good
Thanks
morning,
for
Derek.
popping in. A new channel name from People Call Me Craig. 2 Yahoos from Phoenix.
2 yahoos from Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll do a lot of collabs with 2 idiots, 1 ship. Our friends, 2 idiots, 1 ship. They are actually on the Carnival Radiance right now.
Correct.
Brian and Christopher, and they are sailing to Oahu today. No, where are they today?
I actually don't know.
Okay. They are sailing the Hawaiian Islands today.
That's
and so
correct.
I am jelly because that's an itinerary that is still on my bucket list that we have yet to book.
That is right.
We were looking at doing it on Princess.
We were. It could still happen.
Are there any itineraries that we could do?
Sure. So that we could do, I don't know. We do have quite a full schedule already for 2025.
We don't cruise for another, you see it in the corner there. We don't cruise for another 2 weeks. Well, actually, Rocky cruises in 13 days. I don't cruise for another several weeks.
15 days for you. I think you need to check in for that cruise, by the way.
Oh, shoot. I'll do that right now.
Oh,
just
great.
kidding.
That sounds like a great time to do it.
Kidding.
Marcy doesn't head out until May again.
Not till May on Firenze, because May Firenze sailings are pretty awesome.
Well, I mean, that was when the inaugural happened.
Yeah,
so of course they're awesome.
I loved it. Okay.
Kathy P said, hello, you 2 crazy yahoos, not, and happy Saturday. How awesome that Maz used your review video. They are definitely paying attention for sure.
Honestly, Kathy P, that was it was unexpected. I mean, it was truly like a checklist. I mean, just something even as basic as when we got into the terminal a year ago, there was no music playing. It was just nothing but a sea of people talking and chattering, and it just added stress to the morning embarkation process.
Yep.
And we said, what an easy fix. Margaritaville to play music.
Right.
And sure enough, we got in there and there was upbeat music playing, and we absolutely loved that. And that's just one of probably a dozen things that we saw different this sailing.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It was great. It was awesome to see those changes implemented across the ship for sure. Kathy P said adulting equals being excited for new windows. That is so true.
Kathy P, I also got a new vacuum that I'm really excited about for Christmas.
He literally stood there and watched it for the first 15 minutes of its cycle. I'm like, you don't have to watch it. It's going to do its job.
When Rocky says I watched it, it's a robot vacuum. Yeah. So like otherwise that would be weird if I was like, woo, woo, woo. It's a robot vacuum,
Yes.
and he vacuums and he mops, and it is just again, kid in a candy store, being an adult. Being an adult.
Right.
Mopping is important in Phoenix.
Mopping is necessary.
It's necessary in Phoenix. Yes. Although with new windows,
shouldn't be as often. Hopefully,
it shouldn't hopefully be as often.
We'll see.
The old windows, just to let y'all know, you could feel air, like there were like holes to the outside. There were holes literally to the outside, so you could see the sun coming in, and you could literally feel air blowing in the summer. And so
not ideal for summer.
I'm hoping these will be better.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Enough windows and vacuum.
I know. Oh my gosh. Marcy's going to be on the Radiance in May. Okay,
Marcy, I'll be on the Radiance in 15 days.
Yep.
So I'll let you know how it is.
That's right. People Call Me Craig is 10 days away from his cruise.
People Call Me Craig, what are you going on in 10 days?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I'm sure he'll let us know.
Okay, let us know. Yes.
Happy Saturday to you, Mike. Thank you so much for being here. Eric said he's on a 16-day round trip from LA to Hawaii, February of 2026 on Emerald Princess.
Emerald Princess?
Yeah.
Do we have anything in February of 26?
No, we're looking at a quantum sailing from Los Angeles with our friends Max and Josh.
That was for New Year's, right?
No, that's actually February.
It was February?
Yeah,
okay.
Well, there was New Year's, but now they're doing Oasis of the Seas for New Year's.
Okay, I could do an Oasis.
Or something.
I could do an Oasis.
Yeah, well, we've got things to think about.
But I'd say, yes, People Call Me Craig. Yes, yes, yes.
Meatballgate.
Oh my gosh.
Hashtag Meatballgate.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't look that a caption. Good day, Brian. Hello, Brian Shell. We miss you.
Shell, we miss you. It's just not the same. Remember when Brian Shell was just a couple doors down and we would not walk down and we'd be like, knock, knock, knock. Or, Brian Shell, we miss that.
I do. I know. Blake is 15 days away until they sail on Scarlet Lady, and then 232 days until the group cruise. Well, look at that little segue into the group cruise. If anyone's not joining us, here's your opportunity.
Countdown to the group
cruise.
Of
course there is.
Oh my gosh, I love that. We should add the group cruise onto this somewhere. There's so much more real estate still left. I mean, you've only filled up 3/4 of the screen around us. Wait a minute. Can I do this again? How do I make us?
You're wanting to do this.
I love this view. I can see so much easier in here. Oh gosh, but you can zoom in on my, never mind. Yeah, let's zoom back.
Anyway, join us for the group cruise. Thank you so much, Blake, for that reminder. The group cruise is happening on September 7th, 2025 on board Margaritaville at Sea Islander.
Yes.
Head on over to thiscruiselife.com/group-cruise to find out all the details and also the details on how to book, whether you want me to do it for you, which I recommend, or you can call them directly yourself, whatever works for you.
That also works.
Yep.
What I was just going to say is, do you know what I just realized?
What's that?
As we were talking about Brian Shell and walking down and the Norwegian Getaway, which we'll talk about here in a minute.
Yep.
Do you know what I just realized?
No.
We debarked that vessel a week ago tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah, that's correct.
It feels like we've been off that ship for months.
Well, it's because we had another little tiny 2-day preview tease cruise between.
Okay, that's going to be what I'm giving you a little preview. One of the things that I didn't love about our Margaritaville at Sea Paradise cruise is 2 days is just a tease.
It is.
No, I get it. There is an audience and there is a market for the 2-day cruise. There absolutely is.
There absolutely is, because that sailing was full.
It was full.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, everyone we talked to was having a great time and they loved it.
Yeah.
There was a group of 180 people on board as part of a group.
Yep.
I was just like, what?
Yep.
Some company just paid for all of their employees to go on a 2-day cruise and they were loving it and living their best life.
You know what I was most surprised about?
What were you most surprised about, Rocky?
A lot of the people that we interacted with were not local to South Florida. We met so many people that had flown in or driven great distances.
Like 14 hours. They drove 14 hours to get on a 2-day cruise.
Right. We met people from Denver, like people from all over the country for a 2-night cruise.
That's a great point.
It's wild. And it was not even a weekend cruise. It was a Monday through Wednesday. Yeah. So very interesting and excited to see that type of clientele coming out for that cruise.
Yeah, yeah. And it was an enjoyable time, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk a little bit about NCL Getaway because it was a week ago tomorrow.
Yeah.
What did we do last Saturday? Do you remember, Brian? Let's ask Brian. I don't know if Brian is still here. Brian, what did we do last?
He's having cruise withdrawals.
What did we do last Saturday on NCL Getaway? Do you remember?
I remember.
Okay. Okay. Great. Well, let's see if Brian remembers.
Yep.
Everything's a little fuzzy for me from that cruise, but that's a different, because we had another cruise in between. That's
sure.
That's why it's a little fuzzy for me. Not because of more at sea.
Right. No, absolutely not. John is currently driving home from work. He's wishing us a happy Saturday.
Hey, happy Saturday, John. Safe
Drive
travels.
safe, yes. What does this end button do? Hey, shh. People call me Craig. Be nice. We've got a laughing face from Bud.
Yeah.
Barbara's here. Hello, Barbara.
Hi, Barbara. Hi, Barbara. How's it going? Good to see you.
I will say, while we're waiting for Brian's response on what we did
last Saturday,
we will be sharing a launch of a new video today at the end of today's live stream.
Yes,
so make sure you don't go anywhere. Hopefully we won't go too much beyond an hour on the live stream. And then we've got a little 15-minute video from our teaser from Onboard Norwegian Getaway. It was our first 24 hours on board. So
y'all, it's been a while since we put out a first 24 hours video. And it's been a while that we've put out a video from a ship within 6 days of debarking that vessel and going on another cruise in the middle. And so we've got that video coming, and then not Monday, not this Monday, but the following week, Sunday, we're going to be launching a social media takeover. It's been a minute since we've done one of those.
It has.
And so the last one we did was for Carnival Firenze's launch. We did one for Carnival Celebration back in 2023 when she was brand new. And so we're going to be doing a social media launch, not tomorrow, but next Sunday.
Yeah.
And we'll be launching a new video then as well. So several more videos coming.
Several more videos coming for sure.
Yes, Brian remembers.
Brian remembers. Packed early because he was sad that it wasn't sunny anymore, and then nearly shut down the club and did shut down.
Oh, that's right. Brian stayed out really late that last night. That last night, it's hard to stay out really late, but when you're younger like that, I suppose you can stay out late on the final night before you get off the ship. I mean, good job, Brian, because
it's not like we didn't accompany him.
What did Blake have to say?
Look at how fast he moves on. Blake said, let's continue the tradition. Throw a margarita in the chat if you're going on the group cruise.
I love that.
We're bringing 3 total. That's right.
That's awesome. That is
Bud
fantastic.
is bringing 4.
4. That's great.
Bud is doing a back-to-back.
Okay.
So that'll be really cool.
First cruise and then the next cruise.
Yep. People call me Craig just going back to this. Don't worry, I don't remember half my Atlantis cruises. And no, Mike, we really did not do the lemon drops on this sailing.
We did.
I had a couple.
They were terrible.
No, they weren't terrible.
They were terrible. They put salt on the rims of the lemon drops. Do not get a lemon drops from the Irish pub, which I guess in hindsight... In hindsight, ordering a lemon drop martini from the Irish pub was probably not the wisest decision we've ever made in our lives. But yeah, they put salt on the rims, and salt with a lemon drop I had to give mine away. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it.
I don't know if I don't think it was intentional. I think they thought that they were using sugar, and it turns out that they were not. Tom is here. Hey, Tom.
He's going to go watch the ball game.
All right. Well, I hope that the ball game goes well in your favor for your team. That's exciting.
Yes, absolutely. Norwegian Getaway.
Norwegian Getaway.
We promised we would tell them a little bit about Norwegian Getaway.
Do you want to share our fun and exciting news first?
About Norwegian?
Mm-hmm.
Does that have our full information?
Oh, trust me, it does not.
Is that my social security number?
It better not be.
Let's tell them a little bit about Norwegian Getaway, and then we will tell them about a new ship announcement, this one's wild. This one is a first of its kind for Mark and Rocky.
I have to see if I
for
can
you and me.
Edit.
Well, no.
Well, because I have pictures. I have pictures I want to share.
Let's tell them a little bit, then we can tell them about this. You're going to have to figure that out, though, because every single time we can't give it away by opening up pictures.
Well, we need to figure out what order we're talking in.
Okay.
Well, I put in the order I thought we were going to go, and that's why it's there that way.
Okay.
Mike said, I think that is what you ordered on MSC the first time I met you, is the lemon drops.
Yes, it is. It is. Well, that and the coffee with vanilla extra pumps. Not coffee. What was it? Iced latte. Iced. Oh gosh. I miss those MSC drinks.
Yeah. Well, we'll be back on board in March.
Oh, hey. April.
Keep doing that.
We are heading out on MSC World America, the inaugural sailing of World America. That comes out April of 2025. And so we're super excited about that. Let's think about this. We've got some pretty epic Norwegian epic. We've got some pretty epic sailings coming up this year that I'm super excited about. Rocky's getting on board Carnival Panorama.
Like, I've never been on that ship before.
That is my most sailed ship.
Well, I mean, the 25-night Trans-Pacific definitely helps. Bud forgot to ask the question before, did Islander have laundry service?
Islander does have laundry service, Bud, and I actually took the laundry slip from our stateroom so I could post it on the website and post it on the group cruise page so that everyone knows what the laundry service costs are.
I will say that when we were on there, I did witness someone that wanted to get a bag of laundry done, and he was very frustrated with the experience. I think there's still some learnings going on with it. It's probably not that frequent that people do laundry on 4- and 5-night sailings.
Why were they frustrated?
I don't know. He didn't love the pricing of it. He didn't love how he had to deliver it. There was just a lot of things.
I get it. I don't like paying for laundry on a cruise ship either. But the reality is there's going to be a cost. And when someone is that sometimes frustrates me when someone's like, I didn't like this at all because it cost me money.
Right.
Well, okay, but did they deliver the service? Did it work? Did it? And so yeah. Okay.
I don't disagree. Okay. I'm just sharing what the experience
I don't like that Norwegian Cruise Lines charges me for their specialty dining, but they do. But I still enjoy it.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Y'all, if you get a chance to go on the Norwegian Getaway, you'll hear us talk about this in the full review, but that chimichurri chimichaska is
Moderno Churrascaria.
Churrascaria. Churri chimichamba. That was one of my favorite specialty. Was that my favorite specialty dining in 2025? It might be my favorite specialty dining in 2025.
So far, yeah.
Loved it. That salad bar and the meat carving stations. Now, we did experience some dry meat.
We did.
That was an issue that kept me from giving it a perfect 5-star. I think you gave it a 5-star.
I believe so.
Oh, sorry. I shouldn't steal too much. We recorded we recorded that dinner. Poor Brian Shell. Thank you, Brian, for being such a good sport. Watched us having to record each bite. There was sushi. It was probably my favorite specialty. What's your favorite specialty dining in 2025?
I would say that I agree. Moderno was really good. It was a really cool experience. That was my first exposure to a Brazilian steakhouse.
Oh, that's right.
So it was kind of neat getting to experience that on board Norwegian, and the fact that it was included in our More at Sea and Free at Sea extension packages.
Yeah.
That made it that much more enjoyable.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, that was cool.
Agreed.
Mike wants to know how many laps we did in the lazy river.
We did multiple, Mike. I lost count, honestly. It was so relaxing. And what I will tell you, so on Margaritaville at Sea Paradise, for those that may not be aware, we did an excursion in Nassau. We don't often do excursions in Nassau because we've got several spots that we love to check out. This is actually going to be part of the social media takeover. There's going to be an article posted where we give you all the details about that excursion, but essentially it was a private resort for a day that we had to ourselves.
Really?
I mean, not literally
not truly, but there was not very many people. There was a lot of lounge chairs available, we'll just say that, anywhere you wanted to go.
Can I tell you one of the coolest perks of sailing with Margaritaville at Sea to Nassau?
Ooh, what's that?
There's a Margaritaville resort in Nassau.
That's right.
What a brilliant tie-up to invite your cruise guests to your own land resort and give them exclusive access for the whole day.
Right.
No other ship. There were a ton of ships in Nassau. Everything was busy. But because we sailed on Margaritaville at Sea, we had exclusive access to the Margaritaville at Sea resort. And so that's
Margaritaville Resort.
Margaritaville Resort. So that's an excursion you can book. And there's a lazy river, and we floated in it for what seems like hours. I'm sure it wasn't hours, but
Probably
it was
not.
just... And there was a secret hot tub perched above the entire resort. So once we did the water slides and Rocky did this plunge pool to jump, I did a water slide. I hate water slides, y'all. Rocky used to work for a water park when we first met, and he would always invite me to the water park, and I'd be like, oh, I got work plans.
You always gave me a hard time that I never invited you.
Oh, gosh.
Get your stories.
And so it was a great day. The excursion included drinks. It included lunch, the biggest burger. If you did I post that to Instagram? Where did I post that burger smiling when your burger smiles back at you? It was just, anyway, sorry. Okay, Mike, many times.
Goodness.
Did you enjoy it? How many ships did you give that? Oh, I remember.
I had a very enjoyable time there.
How many ships do you remember?
I'm pretty sure I gave it a 5.
You gave it 5 ships? Yeah.
If you are going to be in Nassau on a different ship and you want to go to Margaritaville Resort, you still have that option. You can buy a day pass, but it is a little bit pricier and it doesn't have the inclusions in it, or you can get the inclusions for even more. So don't think that it's totally out of the question to be able to visit there. But you know, you get a better deal if you sail with Margaritaville.
I will absolutely, when we sail Paradise again to Nassau, if we sail Paradise again, I'm guessing there will be an itinerary. We'll definitely do that again. It was amazing. We got away from, was it 6 ships in port or
there was
7 ships in port?
6 counting Paradise.
We got away from all of the crowds and just had the resort to ourselves. It was lovely. Okay.
Bud said, yes, thank you. I don't think the pricing is ever cheap. Just happy they have the option. Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Especially since you're doing a back-to-back 7 and 7 night cruise.
Absolutely.
People call me Craig. Yes, I often wait till the second half of the cruise. They often offer a flat discounted price for the whole bag of laundry.
Yes,
depends on the cruise line.
They did on NCL. They did deliver a bag of laundry to the cruise to the room, and we could have gotten that bag of laundry. What was it? $35.
Yep.
It was just for the low price of $35 for the bag of laundry. We didn't do our laundry. We've been doing laundry since we've got home.
Yeah, exactly. Jean wants to know the dates of the group cruise again. I will pull that up. That is September 7th, 2025. It's back on the screen right now. Again, you can find out all the details at thiscruiselife.com/group-cruise. There we go. Any must-sees or do's in Ensenada? First time? Absolutely, people call me Craig. If you're a wine drinker, we have got an excursion for you.
Continue.
Oh, okay.
You are so excited. I'm just letting you take this one.
I know. Thank you. There's a great tasting that you can do in Ensenada. It takes you out to the wine country, which, believe it or not, there is a wine country in Ensenada. Mark's going to go grab some things from that experience. But yeah, it's El Aceto is the name of one of the wineries or the vineyards that you go to. And they do a pouring there, and it's really, really good. Super enjoyable experience. It's a bus ride out there. The guy that's narrating the entire experience will kind of give you the history of everything and tell you what's going on. And depending on which excursion you are able to find, you might end up stopping at 2 different vineyards for tastings. Overall, a really, really cool experience. Mark now has the bottle of the wine that we picked up.
The excursion comes with a bottle of wine. They send you home with a bottle of wine. Now, this is one of the few that made it home, because most people, they've got a corkscrew on the bus on the way home from the winery. Oh, what you doing?
I'm trying to show the name of the vineyard that it's from. El Aceto.
El Aceto. There's a corkscrew on the bus, and the tour guide oftentimes has plastic cups.
Yeah.
And so most people don't make it home with their bottle of wine. It is a great day.
It is.
Again, if you're not into spirits or wine, there are plenty of other things to do in Ensenada.
We haven't done. The last time we were there, we just spent time close to the port. Remember, it was the finale of that one show, and we were watching that on the street with our friends, our cruise friends.
Oh, that's right. Britain's Got Talent, or it was something along those lines. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's right.
Anyway, so no, Ensenada is a nice area. If you find that excursion, I don't remember what it's called. Do you remember the name of it, Mark?
El Aceto Winery?
That's not the name of the excursion. It's like a wine country or wine tasting tour, something like that. Since you're going on Carnival Firenze, you should be able to find it. It's offered by Carnival.
Yes. And we took Brandy there. Brandy joined us on that excursion. Brandy, if you're watching, Brandy and Mike came along with that excursion. Who else joined us? There were several people that joined us. Or maybe we just met along the way.
Joined it. Yeah, I think it was just people we've met.
Okay. So we've had a blast. Yeah. I should create an article on the website as well for that excursion.
We should do one for
because that is one Ensenada. There are, so here's the other thing. If you don't want to do a winery, if you don't want to do a wine excursion, there are places in Ensenada that you can go to that aren't in like the party district. If you're looking for the party district, you will find it.
Yeah.
The first time Paul and I went to Ensenada, it was a 3-day Carnival cruise. We actually did the winery and then ended in the party district, and we got shots that they lit on fire.
Oh, that's fun.
Which they no longer light on fire due to liability reasons. I think they hurt someone.
Someone burned their eyebrows off.
I think something bad happened, and so they don't do the flaming shots anymore. But you can do the party district, or you can find actually a couple streets down from there. There are multiple nice restaurants and bars that aren't nearly as party.
Yeah, Gene agrees. Wine country experience is great. Even a huge place that sells jellies and spreads. Yes. Because that's where they take you second.
I should
property.
run over and get the jelly.
Oh my gosh.
We've got a bunch of the jellies and spreads, Gene. We buy every time I go, that's Paul's Christmas present. I get that for my brother every Christmas. He gets like his habanero jelly, habanero jam. He adds that, Gene, fun tip. If you've bought any of those, he adds those jams to stir fries.
Yeah.
And it adds such a tremendous flavor to those stir fries. And they're cheap. They're inexpensive, I should say. They're not cheap. They're inexpensive.
Yep.
Okay.
He also recommends La Bufadora.
I've heard of La Bufadora.
Well.
Why? What is that? Gene, put it in the comments what that is.
Yeah. Looks like Christine Anderson said they did the lobster lunch at Rosarito Beach. It was offered. Okay. If offered, it was good. So if you like lobster, that might be a good one.
Blake, thank you.
Jellies, that's my jam.
Jellies, that's my jam. Can you click on that guy?
Oh.
That's great. I love to hear that.
Just as an aside, video and audio quality are excellent today. You got this. No, it's got to be in the camera. There you go. It doesn't like Mark.
It never does. It's never liked me. Oh, maybe it doesn't do it anymore.
Oh, it just gave a single thumbs up.
Okay, fantastic.
There we go.
There we go.
Woo! That was a challenge.
Video and audio quality.
There we go. And 32 people are currently watching. Blake said that he needs more of you to hit that thumbs up button. That's one of these guys.
Yeah. I don't disagree with Blake.
I don't either.
I mean, I think that would be a great way to celebrate the new year is clicking that thumbs up button. Okay, so we've got a couple of cruises for folks on the chat coming up.
Yep.
Marcy's May. People call me Craig is
10 days from now on the
10 days. 10 days. I couldn't remember if it was this month or next month. 10 days from now on the Firenze. Blake.
Lenore is here. Oh yeah, Blake is on 13 days on the Scarlet Lady. Shoot, no.
One of the ladies.
Yeah, one of the ladies. He's going on a lady ship.
Sounds weird.
Lenore is here. Hey, Lenore. Good to see you. And so jealous that you're going back on Islander on Friday. What's so funny?
Just made myself giggle.
Oh, okay.
Lenore, take us with you, please. We could go, right?
Sure.
Let's look at airfare. No. We are staying put in Phoenix. We've got a lot to get done. We've got an NCL review to get out. We've got a first 24 hours to get out, which is coming out today. Yes. We've got Paradise. We've got a social media takeover.
We still need to record your video from Panorama.
We have Panorama. One of the videos that I really want to do, I have it scripted. The started of the script is our review of More at Sea, because that has got we get so many questions about More at Sea. I will tell you, More at Sea leaves a little bit to be desired with NCL, in my opinion. I wish you had the picture where my arms are covering the menus. But anyway, we'll talk more.
Yep.
La Bufadora. Oh, did he put more in? If you scroll down, was there more about La Bufadora?
No.
Okay, not yet. Okay.
DJ J-Tech is here. Good morning to you.
Hey, DJ J-Tech.
It is a chilly Southwest morning.
It is, but thankfully I've got this. So I have been, I've been standing Margaritaville at Sea for a little bit of time now. I have wanted this sweatshirt for the longest time, and it was chilly on our sailing, and so I was like, I am totally buying it, and I love it. It's so comfortable. I love it. Okay, sorry.
People call me Craig. Awesome, thanks. Hadn't signed for any excursions. Yeah, so there you go. You got a couple of options there.
That's what it is.
There we go. La Bufadora is the huge blowhole. Yes. So you got the waves coming in, and
it's a natural blowhole.
Yeah.
Not like there's not like someone with an air cam.
No,
I mean, maybe
I don't think
is.
people would want to go to that. Just saying. Let's see here. They have a great tour. Oh yes, we did that one. Macrina is here. Hey Macrina.
Hey Macrina. Hello.
Saturday.
Happy Sail Talk Saturday. Welcome aboard.
Oh, Dad's here. We enjoyed our time with you two on Margaritaville and watching Rocky jump off the high dive. Your crew's parents, Rhonda and Russell.
Russell, it is so good to see you. And Rhonda, if you're watching it as well, it's so good to have you. Thank you for the note that you left. We cannot wait to check out your art and all of the stuff that you guys are up to. And so I'm so thankful that we had the chance to meet you guys.
Same. Yeah, it was a great time.
I'm telling you, cruising, you've heard me say this a million times, cruising is about the people that you meet and the relationships that you build. Some of the best friends in this life I've met on a cruise.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. It's amazing. Mark, if only you knew a travel agent.
If only. Oh my gosh, he's pulling up.
Well, of course I'm pulling it up. If you need a travel agent, I've got one right here. Just send me an email, rocky@thiscruiselife.com, or visit thiscruiselife.com/travel. Thanks for that, Craig.
Oh, I love this. I love this cruise life.
Lenore, yes, we need to go. I know.
Okay.
Just checked 63 days away from
Resilient.
Resilient Lady.
Wait, does that mean it's
Yes.
63 days away for us too?
Yes, we're on the same sailing. That's how that works.
63 days? Wait, so we've got 4 cruises between now and then?
Yeah.
No, 2 cruises between now and then,
Yeah.
and that's the 3rd one. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
This cruise life is a blast.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Right? Jean said 45-minute comfortable bus ride and a gauntlet of shops for 3/4 of a mile to the experience. Yes.
Yes, we love that experience in Ensenada.
20 days for Barbara until she heads out on the Carnival Magic for her birthday cruise. That's exciting.
Can you make a note of that? Let's drop our friends at Carnival a little note. I want Barbara to get some love on her birthday cruise. I don't know if you have friends at Carnival.
I don't, especially not on the Magic. I don't know anyone on the Magic.
Dang it. We'll put something up to our story.
Okay, that sounds good.
Hey, anyone on the Carnival Magic? Our friend Barbara is sailing. Yeah, wish her a happy birthday.
Right.
Carnival Magic. That's the ship I got appendicitis on.
Yes.
Yeah, good times.
I have not been on board. Yes, Mark does have the Firenze jacket, the inaugural one, that is.
Oh! I was like, wait, what?
Do you still wear it though? He's wondering.
The Firenze jacket is warm.
Yeah.
I could wear that on an upcoming live in the winter months because it's warm. It's cold here in Phoenix.
You should wear that on the radio.
But it is a warm coat. So is the
Mardi Gras celebration.
No, the Mardi Gras one is a
Jubilee.
thin one. Celebration's a thin one. Jubilee is also sailing out of Galveston, a thicker jacket. Yeah. Yes, I love those jackets.
Yeah.
I was thinking about those the other day. How much money have I just wasted away?
In Margaritaville?
Again, in Margaritaville.
By the way, I'm wearing my new Margaritaville shirt.
To raise it a little bit so they can see
I
the
did.
right there. See how it says Margaret? Okay, there we go. Sorry, that was weird.
I know.
Sorry if that microphone made noise.
It probably did. I'm sorry, everyone.
I'm telling you, if you just join, there are certain parts of this video that if you were just joining the live, you'd be like, what is this? Who are these people?
Right? Yeah. I think we're at a good point where we can start talking about
the new
announcement.
booking, the new announcement. This is a big one. So drum roll.
Yeah.
Can someone put a drum roll in the chat, please? Any juice on the any juice on the Firenze?
It is my belated birthday cruise.
I like it. There are juices. There's lemonade. There's orange juice in the morning.
Yeah.
There's that guava cocktail in the morning as well.
Yep.
There are multiple juices on board, and you can pay for the freshly squeezed juice if you'd like it.
Thank you, Jean. Make sure you get your Cruise Life merch. Appreciate you.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, yes. I like it, Kyla. Officially, I officially need a cruise wear fashion show.
Oh my gosh, we should.
Yeah.
We've got so much merch.
It's ridiculous.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Anyway,
you were going to tell them about something super special.
Brand new that just came through. Oh, Blake gave us the drum roll. Thank you so much for that, Blake.
First of its kind. First of its kind
yes.
for
this cruise life.
For this cruise life.
Right. We were invited to join yet another pre-launch of a ship. We're so excited about this. We had to be creative with some airfare because it's right after one of our other cruises that we have coming up.
This was one of the hardest ones to remap out. And
it really
plan.
was.
Honestly, again, smallest fiddle. I know you feel bad for us that we had to figure out airfare from one ship to another ship.
Right. But we will officially be joining the Norwegian Aqua. Come on, there we go. Norwegian Aqua. We are going to be joining Norwegian Aqua for a little 2-night preview in Boston, Massachusetts. We are so excited. The ship isn't going anywhere. It's just staying in the port of Boston. But we get to go on board. They're going to have drinks. They're going to have the restaurants open. There's going to potentially be some live shows on the sailing or on the ship. And we're staying on board. And so we're super excited about that. It's going to be a nice preview for that ship before we sail on the Norwegian Aqua in May of this year. So we're really excited and humbled about that experience coming to this cruise life.
Yeah, so we will be flying from San Juan to MCO to Boston. We'll spend the night in Boston, and we will board Aqua prior to passenger sailings, prior to revenue sailings. And so super excited to be the first, literally the first people to check out that ship. Well, the first, along with you know, everyone else,
other people.
a couple of other people.
Apparently, they're not fully selling it out because they're not going to give any inside cabins. Everyone is going to get at least an ocean view cabin. So
that's fantastic.
That tells me they're not selling it out completely, which is good to hear. I'm happy about that.
Hey, Doug Parker, we can't wait to see you again. It will be great to catch up. I mean, it's going to be super cool to get to see the ship. And then, like you said, a couple weeks later, we jump on the Aqua. So anything that we don't get for the ship when we're on for the preview, we'll be on just a couple weeks later where we'll be able to record more tours and videos. We will also, they are opening up all of the restaurants for us. Well, for everyone. Again, not just for us, but they're opening up all of the restaurants. It's going to be such a cool experience.
It's going to be awesome. I'm excited. Yes.
Yeah.
It absolutely is amazing. Thank you for that, Blake.
I love it. I love that.
Yes, pre-gaming the ship before the official cruise.
Yes. So again, we've already planned to put out a bunch. I've done a bunch of research on Aqua already, and her sisters and all of that stuff, and so it'll be cool.
So if you didn't know already, at the end of February, we're going to be popping on to the Norwegian Prima because we want to see what the Prima class is like, because we haven't experienced that before. Knowing that it's a very, very different layout and design than the Breakaway Plus, and all the older ships with Norwegian. But we've also heard a lot of mixed reviews about the Prima class and some of the design elements and layouts and all of that. So we know that Aqua has a lot of intent, and so we're really excited to get on a Prima Plus class just a month plus a few days later.
Yeah, with another cruise in between.
Resilient, it's fine.
Yeah, Resilient. We know that ship.
We know that ship.
We know that
absolutely.
Ship. Yes.
Let's see here. I mean, if you had to pull to make anything happen, it's true. It's so true.
So true.
You are addicted to coats and sweatshirts, and it's tumblers for the cruise lines for him.
Coats and sweatshirts. Yeah, living in Phoenix. That's real smart.
It is real smart.
One of my better ones.
Macrina said that she collects Carnival Spirit jerseys and loves the summer and winter.
Okay,
that's cool. Yeah, so we are super excited about that. The Norwegian Aqua in early April.
Norwegian Aqua, yeah. So stay tuned to the channel because you'll be some of the first people ever to see that ship.
Yeah,
we'll be some of the first people ever to see that ship too.
Right.
How cool is that?
That's pretty exciting.
And then we are also working on. I don't know when. We don't know when. But we do have some inside scoop. We can't share it all. We can't share too much. But Margaritaville at Sea Paradise is going through some pretty large refits this year as she starts sailing 3-day, 4-day, 5-day. No.
3 and 4s.
3 and 4s.
2s, 3s, and 4s.
2s, 3s, and 4-day itineraries. She's going through some pretty massive refits as well. Yep. Islander, it turns out, has been super successful for the brand, and they're bringing over some of the favorites from Islander to that ship. Right. And so we will be getting back on Paradise. I don't know when. I'm putting it out in the universe. We'll be getting back on Paradise to check out the changes and enhancements to that ship at some point in the future.
Yeah, we actually heard as we were disembarking the vessel on Wednesday, crew were coming on board to start the transformation. So we just missed it by hours, literally hours. Yeah. But we're really excited to see all those changes coming over based on what we've learned.
Well, can you put up this picture right here of the woman with the tape measure all over the ship? No? Okay.
I don't even have that picture.
There was a woman literally with the tape measure everywhere we went on the ship. I swear, I don't know if she was following us or what, but everywhere she had that tape measure out and she was measuring hallways and she was measuring, like, they're getting ready to do some major work, which we're super excited for.
And they will not be pulling the ship into dry docks. So if you have any upcoming sailings on Margaritaville at Sea Paradise, just be aware there might be some dust on your sailing. But it's all magical pixie dust while they're doing all of these work projects that they're doing. So just go in with an open mind that could potentially be happening.
It'll be like Brian Shell's experience at the Marriott in New Orleans. He had to wear a hard hat to get to his room.
Walking the catwalk to get there.
Oh, man.
Blake wants to know what the timetable is for completion on their changes.
They're hoping to have it done in the first quarter.
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
So that's quick. I mean, it's the next 90 days because they want to reduce the disruption to the cruises, as Rocky mentioned, and so they're going to bring on the cruise and they're going to work fast to make those changes.
Yep. Yep.
And
Yes.
there's rumors.
Yes.
Rumors. Now, this is the
Yes.
rumors section of the video. There's rumors that they're going to do something with the back,
The back, the adult pool.
the adult pool,
Yeah.
that area. And so we don't know. We're super curious.
Yep. Yep. Stay tuned to the channel.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll actually be able to bring you some true updates from the ship when those are completed.
Yes,
That'd be awesome.
absolutely. Oh, we did do a live from the ship.
We did.
That was fun.
That was
really
we
fun.
did that from Frank and Lola's Pizzeria.
That's right. Oh, that was when we had the internet issues because we were using cell inside of a. Turns out cell signal inside of a cruise ship isn't strong enough for video streaming.
But we found a nice quiet spot. That's why I was really happy about
nice. It was
and
nice.
actually, once we did get connected to the Wi-Fi, it was actually pretty
worked
quick.
out,
We
yeah.
probably should have just connected our systems to the Wi-Fi.
The Wi-Fi was
It
fantastic.
was.
There's another change. I mean, that was
Yeah.
it was fantastic.
Yeah, it was very, very enjoyable. Very nice having access to be able to do it.
Yes. Okay. So you wanted to share that so you could share some more
Yeah.
pictures that you pulled together.
I do.
I'm going to let you take it away.
Oh, thank you.
Can we stay on the screen though? Because I like when we're on
Well,
the
we'll be
screen.
small in the corner.
Okay.
If that's okay.
We're
with
going to
you.
be small in the corner.
Okay. Well, we have to bring it back up, starting with. Oh, actually, I don't have to. There we go. Okay. Shifting over. It's thinking. There we go. Here we go.
Oh.
So our wonderful excursion with Brian started off in the wonderful city of New Orleans before we joined the Norwegian Getaway. Brian introduced us to this really awesome place. Actually, several things that neither of us had done before. We did the streetcar experience. You have to drag it over.
Oh,
It's
I
not
do?
that easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are
Are you
not?
sure?
Yep. It's better to do it with the mouse. There we go.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
So we had never done this experience before where they have streetcars that run through the heart of the French Quarter, and it kind of takes you to the outskirts of the New Orleans metro area.
Yeah.
And absolutely loved it. It was such a cool experience.
Super cool.
Super affordable as well, which was nice. And it was kind of a hop on, hop off, kind of build your own day experience.
Well, we bought the hop on, hop off. We bought the all day pass.
Well,
remember?
yeah.
So it was cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. And
I mean, literally cool. And it was raining.
yeah, it was raining, which was actually nice that we had an enclosed space to be able to enjoy the sights of New Orleans.
I wish I would have had this lovely sweatshirt.
Right. Now you something just fell, and I'm not sure what.
Those blinds.
What blinds?
The blinds that you just put up
I
this
didn't
morning?
put up.
Okay.
I didn't put them up.
Okay. Who put them up then in that big window over there?
I don't know. That didn't sound like blinds.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, it was really cool, and then we also got to see this really cool tower structure building where we went up to like the 21st floor or something like that. Maybe it was the 14th. And it was a really cool lookout over the New Orleans downtown area. We got to see the cruise port. Brilliance of the Seas was docked there,
Okay.
and Celebrity Silhouette, I think, one of the older celebrity ships. So it was really cool to be able to see all of that from that vantage point. Just had a great time in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Always do.
Yeah.
And then we got to board the Norwegian Getaway. So this is a gorgeous ship.
Aww.
The top picture that you see there was taken from, do you remember?
No, I don't even know. No.
That's from Roatan, actually, as we were making our way back from our West Bay excursion experience. As we were heading back over, we saw, I got that picture from the drive.
Awesome.
And then that bottom picture, I'm trying to remember where that one was taken. Anyway, we had a great time there.
I had a great time. I had a great time on Norwegian Getaway.
We both did.
We both did. Okay.
And then, of course, coming back on, first of all, I'm really proud of what I did here. The backdrop, as you can see, is actually the wall that's on deck 7. Nope, deck 8. That's on deck 8 on board the Norwegian Getaway. So the sushi bar is right here at the end.
Okay.
So I thought that was a really cool backdrop. But anyway, that top left picture is the water park. 3 water slides, really, really cool. Actually, 4 water slides. Really cool experience for the children. We never got to do it because
it was cold.
The sea days were a little chilly.
It was cold. It wasn't chilly. It was cold.
Yep. And then, of course, we had our Irish coffees with Norwegian Cruise Lines because that's what you do. And I also enjoyed our experience in teppanyaki. So that's the top right photo.
So it was your standard teppanyaki. I mean, that's how I would describe it. It's about to me, teppanyaki is about the experience. I thought all of the food could have used a little bit more seasoning or flavor or soy sauce.
Yeah, I agree.
But I mean, it was good.
The starters were really good. And then when they got to the meats were a little bit.
I thought the rice was bland.
Yeah,
the rice was
true.
bland. I needed like hot sauce or soy sauce or something like that.
Yeah.
But the experience was great. we need to put up our photo.
Yes, we do.
We don't oftentimes buy photos on cruise ships anymore, but there was the cutest photo of Rocky, me, and Brian, and I just had to buy it. I was like, done. Have to buy it.
Yep.
And it's going to go up on this wall over here. We're going to have to get photos of the group cruise as well.
We absolutely are.
Cool. Okay, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
That's okay. Kyla, I'm sorry I didn't get your comments up on the screen. I know you guys had a blast in NOLA between the great food and fabulous vibes. Y'all fit right in, and that is so true. We definitely had a great time. Yeah.
Aaron Rose. Go to Aaron Rose if you ever get to New Orleans.
Frozen Irish coffee.
One of my favorite places.
Super good.
Oh, and Brandy's here.
And Brandy is here, joining from work.
I wonder if her ears were ringing when we were talking about her and Mike and Ensenada at Wine Country when we did the wine tasting together.
Right.
Welcome, Brandy.
Yes, welcome, and don't get in trouble for doing this while you're at work.
She's not drinking wine now.
No, I'm saying for joining our live while she's at work.
Okay. I mean, maybe she's drinking wine. I don't know.
Right. And then, of course, here you go. Great picture of us.
That's a cute picture.
So this was a picture that Brian got from the boarding process when we were getting ready to get onto the Norwegian Getaway.
Oh, I like that. I haven't seen that picture.
You're welcome.
Unless it was in the group chat and I missed it.
It may have been.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, so that was the fun times that we had on board Norwegian Getaway. I just thought it was a fun way to share everything there.
Now, you will hear in the full review, I hope I'm not giving away too much. I've already mentioned this on Facebook, so I don't think I'm giving away too much. So I am a thumbs up on that sailing, and Rocky would pick a different cruise ship the next time he sails, and so it'll be interesting. We're already kind of mapping out how we do this review, like. Because there were several things that Rocky experienced that I did not experience, and so, or that he had a different perspective on than I did, and so it's the first time where we don't necessarily aren't in full alignment in terms of our full review, and so it's going to be interesting how we do this one.
It is.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be very fun. Brian, you're so sweet. Such an amazing time together, but the only thing worse than cruise withdrawal is Rocky and Mark withdrawal.
If you haven't booked the group cruise, I'm telling you, Brian probably can attest. It will be a good time, but I am not shutting the club down that last night. Maybe I will shut the club down on that last night. We'll see.
I don't know. Hot was
hot. If DJ Craig Maddox on, he had everyone on that dance floor. He had everyone on that dance floor.
Well, once again, we're pulling the group cruise up on the screen because why not?
Come on board.
Come on board and join us. Yes. All right, so now let's move into our,
Brian Shell, did Mom and Dad's hot tub ever get installed without leaks?
Was everything
curious.
Fixed?
Let us know. Okay, hi Mom and Dad as well.
And then, so after we finished doing the Norwegian Getaway, we hopped on a plane, flew all the way over, that's so true, Blake.
Famous last words.
Yep. We flew to Fort Lauderdale, took the tri-rail up, stayed the night, and then boarded the Margaritaville at Sea Paradise for her little 2-night cruise. Sailing to Nassau, as we've mentioned already. So there you can see the little ship that could, and us posing in front of it, similar to what we did the last time we sailed on Margaritaville at Sea Paradise, and had a wonderful time.
Yes, it was great. The weather was a little rough the first when we boarded, but I mean, you can see from this picture right here, it got so much better.
It did. We had a beautiful sail away with a gorgeous sunset. It was wonderful. And they put us into an ocean view cabin, which was lovely. We got a couple of cruise tips about that cabin, so stay tuned for that room tour.
Look, just on that screen, look at the size of that stateroom. So that is something that I love about the Paradise. We said it in our initial review a year ago. Oh, that's interesting how we show up there. We said it a year ago in our initial review. Those staterooms this ship was built in 1991. February 2nd, 1991, the ship launched for Costa Cruise Line as the Costa Classica. Back in that day, ships were all about giving passengers so much space. We had more closets and drawers and space in that ship. You could fit 6 Norwegian Cruise Line staterooms in that one stateroom.
Seriously.
I mean, maybe not 6, maybe only 5, but I mean, this thing was huge. It had, you saw in the picture, there's a chair down there. There's it just was an awesome stateroom. Our interior though, Russell and Rhonda had an interior, right?
Yes.
And they couldn't believe how much space there was in that stateroom. They're just huge staterooms, which is what we love about the older ships. It was all about passenger comfort, not how many racetracks can we cram into the ship.
Right. Yeah, no, it was absolutely wonderful. I'm just going to pull that up on the screen again. Yeah, you could see it was massive. There was enough room for a seat. There was great storage. It was fantastic.
47 closets.
47.
Okay, maybe not quite that many, but there were a lot.
Right.
What else are you showing us?
And then there was some great nightlife on board. The ship looks gorgeous at night. They still have the string lights going across it.
Yes.
And
they work.
Remember
the Carnival ships when they'd have those string lights and they
don't work. It's sad. And I'm going to pull us back on the screen.
Hi, there we are.
There were 3 stage shows across a 2-night sailing.
I'm going to say this. You're going to see this in the full recap review. There is no way the entertainment should be so good or that good based on what people are paying for this show.
Right.
It's wild.
Yeah.
3 stage shows. And they were good stage shows.
They were.
They were enjoyable. They were bopping. Now, I will say I was a little disappointed that the theater wasn't more full.
I agree. I think people maybe were holding out that they would go the next night to see the same shows, and it wasn't.
I think it's just there's so much other stuff happening. There's concerts. They've got the Quest Adults game show. They've got there's just so much other live music on the ship. There's a lot going on that people don't necessarily go to, and there's so many bars. Yeah, no, it's true. There's always something going on in a Margaritaville at Sea ship. It was a blast. It was absolutely a blast, and the shows were great. Yeah. The Glow show might be my new favorite show from them. It was the acrobats. They didn't have, you said there, here comes the Chinese yo-yo. Yeah, they didn't do it. You're right. They didn't, but they had so much technology on that stage with batons that had LED changing. They had the box that spins in the air that had, it was cool. Okay. Ron and I will be back on MSC Seashore. Oh, that's right. Yes. Oh, we hope that the food is better. We've had, I would say, true to most any cruise, right? We've had mixed experiences with food. Carnival, we've had pretty good experiences. MSC, we've had some really, really good meals, and we've had some okay meals. Right. Margaritaville at Sea has been mostly good. There have been a couple of dishes that we've not loved. But overall, the food, I'm trying to think. NCL, I really enjoyed my NCL dining experience. I enjoyed my specialty dining experience. It's one of the things that I love about more at Sea, is that it comes with the specialty dining. So you saw teppanyaki. Do you have any other pictures of specialty dining? No. Okay, you heard us talk about the Chimichurri restaurant, the Brazilian steakhouse, which was really good, the teppanyaki, and La Cucina, Italian. La Cucina wasn't the same as it was on Sky. Sky, I thought, was actually better, which is strange. I don't know if it's because La Cucina is so much bigger on this ship and they're putting out more food. Maybe. It was still enjoyable. We got to enjoy La Cucina with Brian and Caleb, but it wasn't as good as it was on Sky. Right. Still good. Oh, good. Won't get untroubled. Okay, good. Yes, and Brandy, yes, Margaritaville invited us back for the sailing on their dime, which was amazing, and we super appreciate that. And it was such a cool day experience. Yeah. I mean, honestly, we're going back on our dime for the group cruise and for a couple of other sailings that we're not quite yet ready to put out on the website, but stick around. And so we're just fans. We're fans of the brand and the experience. Yes. And Blake, I agree with you. I know you haven't experienced it yet, but Virgin Voyages is probably some of my favorite bites of food. Terrible. No, kidding. Nice. They're yes, I absolutely love. What's your favorite onboard Virgin and your least favorite? Have you told Blake this already? I don't think I have. Okay. I would say my least favorite is probably Gunbay. I'm not a big fan of Korean. There's a lot of seafood. Korean barbecue. There's a lot of seafood. It's very seafood forward. The non-seafood dishes were really good. The bibimbap was good. So just be prepared for seafood if that's okay. I would say you could wear a blindfold if you didn't want to see the food. That's weird. So you could wear a blindfold if you didn't want to see food. No. Whoa. I'm sorry. Real quick, this interruption is needed. Yep. People Call Me Craig just signed up for the El Aceto winery tour. That's fantastic. That's awesome. We hope that you have as much fun as we have had on that. I've been on that tour 4 times now. Something like that. Hero down the stairs. Did you all see him bouncing down the stairs. Come on
Hi,
up,
bud.
Okay.
My
you were saying.
favorite. Gosh, you know, based on the last several times that I've been on board,
I think
Valiant Lady.
I think I know what it's going to be,
Oh.
but now I'm not sure.
Okay. I'm still kind of deciding here. Go ahead.
I think it's going to be the Wake.
The Wake.
I think it's going to be the Wake because you love the filet. You love the bone marrow.
Oh, no, not the bone marrow.
I mean, we tried it because it was included. We're like, let's try bone marrow. Everyone always talks about what a delicacy this is.
I very much enjoy the Wake. The Wake is a fantastic dining establishment. Razzle Dazzle also has some really good food. They have a really good lamb there that I've really enjoyed. But honestly, this is going to be a shock.
I'm waiting for it.
Pink Agave.
Really?
So the first experience that we had at Pink Agave was good. I remember that we both enjoyed it very much.
Okay.
But having gone back on the most recent 2 sailings that I did on Valiant,
come on up, bud.
I loved it.
Come on up,
Their service is great. The food has just been phenomenal. They have a really good enchiladas there. The mole.
Oh, sorry.
Watch out for the microphone there.
Sorry.
There we go.
Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone.
I just really enjoy the food there.
Okay.
So I'm excited to get on another long voyage with Virgin to try some more of the restaurants and really kind of see how it is on a different ship. I know it's going to be the same.
Hi, bud. Hi, bud. Oh, dear. He's hitting buttons. It wasn't me that hit the end button.
No.
Hero, behave.
Okay.
What about me? What's my favorite and least?
Oh.
I'm curious if he knows how well does Rocky know me, y'all? You could wear a mask if you didn't want to see food.
Yes.
Oh, hit that like button.
I would say that your favorite. I'm really struggling with yours.
Okay. I am super excited. So sorry, while you think, you keep thinking there is a new concept on board Resilient Lady called Lucky Lotus.
It's on Scarlet.
Scarlet.
Yep.
Sorry.
Okay.
Thank you. I get the ladies mixed up. So yes, Blake, you're going to be a guest blogger. We want to hear all about it. We want to hear about the food, the drinks, the pictures of the food, the menu. Please, please, please. Lucky Lotus looks fantastic.
It does.
Okay.
I would say that your least favorite is also Gun Bay.
Okay.
And I would say that your favorite, it's not.
Oh, sorry, continue. And my favorite is, what? Do you want me to tell them what my least favorite is?
I do.
It's weird that we're starting with the negative. I don't like that.
Well, that's how we started.
But my least favorite on board would be, no, I started with the Wake. Oh, didn't I? Oh, that was not your favorite.
Okay, that's obviously your favorite.
No, my favorite is probably Razzle Dazzle. It's controversial, or the Test Kitchen. I love the experience of the Test Kitchen. Now, most people aren't, like, several of our friends are not fans of the Test Kitchen because they're like, ew, it's pea foam with an egg and an emulsion. I don't experience anything like that in my life. I do not. I don't go to any, like, those are just so out of my comfort zone. The lamb that died on the plate and there's blood splatters. Like, I mean, it's just bison
or venison or something.
Venison. Like, I love that experience, but I love Razzle Dazzle. So Rob, if you remember, my friend Rob was on a couple of weeks ago and he's like, this is not for me. I just want meat and potatoes. His favorite experience on board by far that made up for everything else was Razzle Dazzle.
Oh.
I told him to get the carrot with the foam emulsion. He's like, that was the best dish we had. The lamb was absolutely, you just used your fork and it was just like butter. And he said it made up for all the other food on board. So I think Razzle Dazzle would be my favorite.
Okay.
And my least? What do you think my least is?
I said.
Oh, what?
Gun Bay.
I actually, this last time we went to Gun Bay with 2 Idiots, 1 Ship, I had a blast.
Gun Bay is all about the experience and who you're there with.
100%. It reminded me of the teppanyaki, which is like a $60 upcharge on Norwegian. It was like the teppanyaki, but it was included in the cruise fare. And so it is all about the experience. We met a bunch of new friends at the table. Of course we did ganbei. We did the drinking game. Yep. It was just, I really had a blast this last time. My least favorite on board also is probably going, like you said, this is going to come as a surprise. I think this is going to come as a surprise to Rocky. My absolute least favorite onboard Virgin Voyages is pink agave.
Oh, yeah.
I don't get chips and salsa. I go to a Mexican restaurant and there's no chips and salsa. There's none of the dishes that I absolutely love. The enchiladas are amazing, and if they have the stuffed pepper, the poblano, if they have that, I highly recommend that. I cleaned my plate. But multiple of the dishes I've had there, it's like this fancy take on Mexican food. And Mexican is my favorite cuisine. My favorite. Margaritaville at Sea Paradise had a Mexican themed buffet night that was so good. Mexican's my favorite, and they didn't have chips and salsa. They didn't have, that's probably my least. And that was where I had a mezcal cricket drink.
Oh yeah, well that was gross.
And the mezcal drink with the crickets and the cricket fuzz on top was just not good.
Fuzz? What the heck is cricket
It was
fuzz?
all like you know that stuff at the bottom of a box of cereal, that like dust powder? Yeah. It was all just cricket dust powder on top of that drink. Blake, I don't recommend that.
Okay. Well, there you have it. There's Virgin Voyages in a nutshell from us. I didn't know we were going to talk that much about Virgin today.
I do love the galley.
The galley is great.
Yes, absolutely.
Kyla said she's been trying to decide on a cruise for 2025. Looks like it may be the group cruise. It's a good cruise to choose.
Oh, yes. That would be an amazing cruise to choose.
Right?
We've got some ins. We've got some inside knowledge as well.
Marcy said it's a chilly 51 in Los Angeles. I hope you all are doing okay with the fires as well, Marcy. Please stay safe out there.
And to everyone.
And everyone, absolutely. And a hello to Hero. He has already walked away.
He was like, okay, I don't have a lap to land. I'm done.
Yep. People call me Craig said, new windows, robot vacuum, and dad jokes. You've made it.
So true. You would never believe that I'm 29 years old. You would never believe.
Never.
No one would.
No. Blake said, don't eat the bugs.
Got it.
Yep. And he also said that they're doing test kitchen on the first night. I recommend doing test kitchen on the first night as well as later on in your cruise, because they have two different menus.
So
if you have a long enough cruise, this is not just for Blake, this is for anyone out there. Sometimes it's menu A and C, sometimes it's B and C. You never know.
Yep.
But I highly recommend checking it out multiple times if you have the flexibility in your sailing schedule to do that.
He's going to get the corn butter if he
we don't know. If he gets A, you don't know if they're starting with
that's
A.
Fair. That's fair. I don't know what they're starting with.
Yeah.
Oh, Blake, please, please, please get the internet package.
The corn butter is...
Get the internet package so you can tell us all about it. Oh, that's right. Virgin Voyages, the internet's included.
That's right.
You don't even have to spend another dime because it's already included with your cruise fare.
That's right.
Love it.
Corn is B. Just letting you know. So hopefully you have B menu.
Okay.
Just saying. Kyla said, I love watching chefs create culinary magic. That's why I usually book a chef's table when cruising. Absolutely.
Yes.
Those are some really cool experiences for sure.
Yes. Okay. What other pictures do you have? Or did you get to all 9 of 9?
I just have one last set of slides that I was going to share. And that was our experience at...
Wait, before you do that. Go ahead.
Got a little oinker.
I said on Instagram, the moment I saw this, I said, I know that I'm going to get this. I need this in my life. Now that Margaritaville goes to NASA or Paradise goes to NASA, they have added a little swimming with the pigs stuffed animal. So he is going to go up. I took him off of the shelf when I got the LA Chateau wine. He's going to be proudly displayed on our shelf going forward. Oink, oink. I love this thing. Love it. Rocky was like, do you really need to spend $20 on a stuffed pig? Turns out I do. Okay.
It was cute. It was cute. It was calling your name. So no, I wanted to share some pictures from Margaritaville Resort there in Nassau. So top left picture is the water slides. There's 2 of them there. That teal one was actually really fun. I enjoyed it. I know Mark didn't like it, but I had a really good time. There's the entrance. It is called Fins Up Water Park, which is consistent with the name of the water park area on board Islander, which is kind of cool. And then just kind of the design and ambience of the property on the top right. with the wayfinding signage and the lazy river and everything else. It was just really cool. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So I wanted to share those pictures with you all because they stood out and meant something to me.
It was a great time, and I've already written up an article for it, so
That's
that will go
fantastic.
live not tomorrow, but next week when we do the social media takeover.
Cool.
And I did just want, I mentioned him already, but Rob said he is so glad to be back on Celebrity.
Oh,
So Rob is on board a ship right now.
wow.
I tell you, he lives this cruise life.
Yeah,
he
does.
absolutely lives this cruise life. He's back on Celebrity, and he said he is so glad to be back where they've got regular food, regular drinks. Oh, Blake, I really hope you like Virgin. I really do.
So
It is a unique experience. It is. So if you go into Virgin, I say this about any cruise line. If you go into any new cruise line expecting it to be just like the people that are like, oh, this drives me up a wall. When someone goes on Islander and posts in the Facebook group, this wasn't like Celebrity.
Nope.
Well, no. Margaritaville at sea, there's no way it's ever going to be like Celebrity. Why would you expect it to be like Celebrity? It's one, it's 1/19 the cost, and two, it's a completely different brand and vibe. And so that's my biggest piece of advice. Go in realizing it's going to be a completely different experience, and that's part of the beauty of cruising is and that's something that we've learned. Honestly, that we've learned since starting this channel and since being with you all. We've learned that there are so many different experiences out there. I always say there is a cruise line and a cruise ship for everyone. And I absolutely believe that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. People Call Me Craig said that he's doing the ship tour Behind the Fun on Firenze, which I'm really excited about.
We love behind the scenes tours. We just did one on Islander.
Yes.
But we couldn't take pictures or videos because cameras aren't allowed.
Right.
But it was super cool.
It was really cool. Will the little hoodie fit on Hero?
Probably not. No, probably
Hero
not.
doesn't like wearing.
He hates wearing clothing. Did you know that this is made with recyclable material?
Oh, that's very good.
There's a recyclable logo. Okay, sorry.
Marcy said that fires are under control finally, but air quality is terrible. I believe it, but I'm glad to hear that things are under control. Blake said that I need that pig quote in a YouTube short. Rocky was like, do you really need to spend $20 on a stuffed pig? Turns out I really do.
Turns out I do.
And I will let you know that this is actually a gift from me to Mark. Mark did not buy it.
That's right. Your card was on file. Yeah. I love when Rocky's card goes on file when we go on a cruise ship. That's like the best. We also bought the picture from Teppanyaki. Yeah. We bought this sweatshirt and this shirt. I mean,
I have a hat.
You bought a hat. I love it when Rocky's card goes. That hat, where is that hat? That was really cute to show off today.
Oh, I know.
We'll show it off next week.
Do it all at the same time.
Yeah, we'll show it off next week.
People Call Me Craig said friends joining me on Firenze have only ever sailed on Disney, trying to get them to do other lines.
Ooh.
That's cool.
I'm going to take a picture of that quote so I can record it as a short at some point.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Yes, we only sailed Carnival. And now that was intentional.
Yeah.
So I even said this back in the day, way back before the channel. I said, I'm going to sail with Carnival until I hit Diamond so that I can bring my status over to several other lines that match. Really worked out well for us, obviously. And now as we've expanded outside of that circle, we found there's a lot to love out there in the cruise world. We're excited. I'm excited to go back to Carnival Radiance.
Yeah. To check it out for the first time.
Check it out for the first time in 15 days. And then we're on Carnival Vista. We'll be doing the first ever call on Celebration Key in July. Yeah. So if you're curious about Carnival's private island, stick around. Like I said earlier, there's a lot of firsts that we have this year. Yeah. And so we'll be getting on Princess for the first time this year because we committed to that to you.
Got to figure that out. We'll make it happen.
Okay. And then Cunard maybe on 2026.
Maybe.
I'd really like to get on Cunard to experience that product.
Same.
Okay. What else?
Bud did the chef's table on Firenze, and he highly recommends it.
Oh, I love the chef's table.
Mom and Dad want to know if there's an Alaskan cruise in our future. There needs to be. We just need to figure out the logistics and details with you.
Yes.
So maybe when we get together next time, we'll land on an itinerary.
Probably end of May or early June.
Only if it's a picture perfect afternoon.
We shared. Okay.
I think we were looking at late season as well as options.
I don't want to try to cram it in around the group cruise because there's so much other stuff happening then. unless we do it October. If we do it October, I'm fine with that, but not another one in September. We can't.
I know. This will be my first time on Carnival.
Okay.
On a Carnival ship. You have been on Carnival Corporation when you sailed on Holland America.
Oh, look at that. So again, as I just shared with Blake, as long as you go in knowing that it's going to be a different experience to the others, I think you're going to have a great time.
Yeah.
I will say Carnival, I believe, corners the market. Their fun squad and the training that they do to bring fun to their fun ships.
Yeah.
I think they have cornered the market on that. And we've talked to many cruisers over the years who absolutely concur. Royal Caribbean has a lot. I mean, Royal Caribbean is probably the most similar, I would say, in terms of events and stuff going on. But Carnival absolutely corners the market on fun ships and families. They cater to a lot of families on board.
That is very true.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, there is an Alaskan cruise in 2026. So definitely something to be excited about there.
Where are we going to Alaska in 2026?
Brilliant Lady in August.
That's right. I forgot about that.
It's fine. She's far enough
And Mom
away.
and Dad are booked.
Mom and Dad are
on
booked.
that.
Yep.
Max and Josh are booked on it.
And Josh's mom and sister
that's awesome.
and Bud. And we've got a good sized group going on that one.
That's fantastic.
I'll have to see if I can turn that into a group.
Yes, please do. We're far enough out. People call me Craig Valid Point. Yes, always go in with an open mind.
Yes.
Yep.
Firenze isn't mobility scooter friendly. Did it November, way overcrowded. 4,000 person ship. They had 4,400 on.
I've heard.
Thank you for that feedback, Tom.
I have heard from a couple of folks now that Firenze and Venezia struggle because if you think about that Lido deck, it's super enclosed.
It's very tight.
There's only one stairwell to get up, and that's through the arcade, which is the weirdest. I did actually a short on that got like 15,000, 20,000 views because people were like, how do I get out of this Lido deck area? And then the elevators on Firenze, did they go back to the regular elevators?
I don't think so. I think they're still the smart elevators.
Were they the smart elevators, or was that just Venezia? I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
But yes, we've heard mixed reviews in terms of mobility friendly on them.
Right.
Yep.
Which I'm certain that they're going to be working on because that's a big deal to Carnival, especially sailing out of Los Angeles.
Yes. I will tell you who is not mobility friendly, in my personal opinion. Yeah. Those breakaway class ships from Norwegian. I don't believe those hallways are mobility friendly in any way. I mean, they are the narrowest. Do you have that picture? Can you put that picture up?
It's on the video that's coming out.
There's literally a picture of me doing this in the hallway, and this is the extent of the hallway.
Like the width.
I mean, and they've got, when they have their cleaning carts out in the hallway, it's just, I mean, personally, I struggled sometimes to get through that hallway.
Yeah.
I can't imagine someone on a scooter or with mobility challenges going down those hallways. I just, Brian, and we talked about this with Brian, it's part of the reason why they're looking at booking the Haven, so that they've got more space to be able to spread out and for mom and dad to be able to get around easier.
Right.
I can't imagine, honestly, in the hallways that we were in, I can't imagine someone getting around in that hallway.
Right. It's obvious that Norwegian has taken measures to try to squeeze in as many passengers as they can on those ships.
Again, beautiful ship, but we want to make sure as we go on ships and we review ships that we share all of our learnings with you, so that you know that that doesn't impact me. Okay, great, I can turn sideways as I'm going through the hallway. Fine. But if that does impact you, it's good information to have.
Yeah, absolutely. And people call me Craig said, hopefully I won't need my scooter on this time. Boy, yes.
Fingers crossed.
Right. I agree that the Firenze isn't super mobile friendly. The Panorama was much better. And the Panorama, just when she was in dry dock, had several adjustments made to her decks to make it more accessible.
So if you've not been on Panorama post her dry dock in Singapore, in Japan, and then the sailing in Singapore in November, if you've not been on since November.
Dry dock was in Singapore.
Yep. I thought dry dock was in Japan. Why'd they go to Japan, drop everyone off, do the dry dock, and then
they sailed empty from Japan to Singapore.
Okay. If you've not been on post that's really what dry dock focused on, was really converting every space to be mobility friendly. Even the sauna on board, they removed sections of that so that it would be scooter friendly. I mean, that they are Carnival is I would say approaching leadership status. They may be the leader in the industry right now some of their older ships and the ships that they inherited from Costa. May not be as friendly, but I will tell you, they are putting a lot of money into making them a leader.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Whew. We're an hour 20 in.
I think that's everything.
I think we've covered everything. We went through all of the photos that I wanted to share. Excuse me.
Was there any cruise news that you wanted to share?
I didn't have anything pulled up personally.
Okay. The one thing that I will share is Carnival Corporation just refinanced a bunch of their debt. So you've heard me talk about the debt that they took on during the pandemic. They are eliminating about $18 million a year, every single year from now on. $18 million in just interest payments by refinancing that debt. So remember, if you are looking for a good refinance, now might be the time. Although I think rates are still probably too high for refinance. So but Carnival, $18 million that they'll be able to add back to the bottom line just by refinancing their 2026 and 2027 loans, and so, or 27 and 28 loans. And so I thought that was pretty inspiring for any Carnival shareholders out there. They just kind of trying to get back to investment grade. Norwegian is at like $28 a share these days.
Okay.
Have you seen Royal?
I have not. They're what, 150?
Rocky. Okay, well, we're gonna watch Rocky's reaction live, y'all. RCL ticker. Did you see it?
$241
a share. Yeah, Royal has absolutely. I bought in at 70. I bought my 100 shares at 70. I wish I would have bought more. Oh my gosh. And we were with Max and Josh, Jeff and Jared, Jeff and James, when I bought those shares. Yes. On a beach in Mexico in Cozumel. We had some margaritas and I was like, I'm buying Royal Caribbean stock. And Rocky took my phone away. He's like, no more buying stock while you're been drinking soda.
Not only did we buy stock, I think we also booked a cruise. That's when we booked the Carnival Celebration. No, we were on the Celebration. No, we were on Harmony of the Seas when you bought that stock. Okay. We booked the Celebration at that same time. So,
8-day panorama in August.
Oh, okay,
it's a great ship.
So she's going to be going to La Paz,
Baltimore. Is Brandy sailing from Baltimore?
On the Pride? That would make sense.
Oh, that would make sense. Yeah. We just visited Baltimore for the first time ever. We flew through the airport.
We had a layover.
We flew through the airport.
I'd been to Baltimore before. Driving through.
You've never been to Boston, and we're going to Boston.
That is correct.
Again, one last time before we end this, tell them the big news.
We are going to be going to Boston, Massachusetts in early April for the pre-inaugural launch of the Norwegian Aqua. Super excited about that. We got our special invitation come to us via email, and we're really excited to be heading out there for a little 2-night preview.
We're going to check out the food,
the drinks,
and the entertainment while on board.
That's right. Yeah, he's been meaning to refi his cruise. Right? Yeah, so we're really excited about that. But otherwise, coming up soon, we've got Carnival Panorama is what I'm going to be setting sail on February 1st. And then February 3rd, you've got Carnival Radiance.
Yep.
And then right after that, we come home for another couple of weeks before we set sail on the Norwegian Prima.
Yes. And then we're home for a couple of weeks, and then we set sail on the
Resilient Lady,
Virgin Voyages Resilient Lady, before doing the preview. And then we jump on over to the inaugural of World America, MSC World America. Then we do Aqua. Then we do Alaska. Then we do. We haven't booked Alaska yet, but yeah, we got some stuff ahead.
We do.
We got some stuff ahead for you this year. So thank you for being here and sticking around with us and through all of the chaos of making Instagram go live.
That's right.
It still hasn't happened, has it?
No.
Plus, good news, Instagram dies after an hour. So
that's true.
It actually worked out well that it didn't work today. Okay.
So I have the link ready to go for our premiere event that's going to go up. So,
oh gosh, Amazon's here.
Amazon's here. Hero, let us know Amazon's here.
That was Hero. If you've ever wondered what Hero sounds like, that was Hero. Okay.
Startled both of us. So I will put the link into the chat so you can click there, or you can just head on over to our channel once I make this live.
People call me Craig. Drop us a note. Any recommendations? Must see, must do things while we're in Boston. Sorry to interrupt you, but I just saw that.
We will be in Boston for like 8 hours. Basically, when we land, we'll be able to.
We get in at 10 a.m.
Okay, fine.
Okay, sorry.
We're limited on time regardless. Okay. Yes. So I will make the video live right now. We'll have 2 minutes until it's showtime. I will put the link into the chat. Otherwise, everyone, it has been an absolute pleasure spending our Saturday morning with you all. Now it is our Saturday afternoon. I hope you all have a wonderful and safe weekend.
What video are you making live?
First 24 hours of Norwegian Encore. Norwegian Getaway. What ship were we on?
Hey, that's usually me, and you always look at me. You're like, "What ship are we on?"
It's true.
Norwegian Getaway.
Norwegian
Our first
Getaway.
24 hours.
All
Our
right.
initial thoughts. Okay, so
Right.
it's
So I'm
live.
going to go here,
Okay.
and then I'm going to go back over here, and I'm going to grab this. I'm going to
Is that already the link?
That is already the link.
How would you have that there?
You know, I work some magical things here.
Does the link work when you click it?
It better work.
I hope it does.
Anyway, everyone, have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. Enjoy your weekend, and we will see you all very soon.
Next Saturday.
If not sooner, we've got several videos coming out to the channel.
The premiere
right now.
So we're
So
gonna go chat out there.
have a great weekend. Thank you for being part of our live. It's been a pleasure. Safe travels to everyone, and we'll see you on the Norwegian Getaway here coming up in just a minute's time.